There is a reason copying feels so disturbing when you're the one being copied. It's not flattery, it's not admiration. It's a silent invasion, a quiet theft of your identity, your ideas, your personality, your voice. And Scripture directly addresses this, because copying isn't creativity, copying is stealing. And the standard has always been clear: thou shalt not steal. Exodus 20 verse 15. People who copy aren't inspired, they're empty. They have no inner substance, no depth, no roots. They watch you to learn how to behave, what to say, what to believe, even who to become, because they don't know who they are without mirroring someone else. Scripture describes people like this perfectly. Clouds without water, trees whose fruit withereth without fruit, Jude 12. They appear full on the outside, but inside there is nothing, no originality, no fruit, no stability, and that's why they copy, because imitation is the only way they can feel relevant. But it gets darker. They don't just copy what you say, they try to take credit for it. They repeat your words later as if they discovered them. They adopt your insight and pretend it was theirs. They live off borrowed ideas like parasites feeding on a host. Scripture exposes this behavior clearly, but let each one examine his own work, and then he will have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. Galatians 6 verse 4. People are commanded to carry their own creative weight, not steal someone else's. Copying comes from insecurity, comparison, and envy, not admiration. That is why it always carries spiritual and emotional toxicity, and Scripture confirms the root of it. For where envy and self-seeking exist, confusion and every evil thing are there. James 3 verse 16. They copy because they're unstable. They copy because they're confused. They copy because envy has hollowed them out from the inside. And when envy rots a person, the result is predictable. A sound heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones. Proverbs 14 verse 30. That's why being around a person who constantly imitates you feels draining. Their inner emptiness is pulling from your energy, your creativity, your presence. And while they're busy copying your path, you are called to stay on your own. Let your eyes look straight ahead and your eyelids look right before you. Ponder the path of your feet, and let all your ways be established. Do not turn to the right or the left. Remove your foot from evil. Proverbs 4 verses 25 to 27. You don't need to watch your imitators. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to fight for originality. Your path will speak for itself, and the truth always wins in the end. The truthful lip shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment. Proverbs 12 verse 19. The people who copy today will expose themselves tomorrow. Their imitation will eventually collapse, because anything that is not authentic cannot survive. You don't have to match their behavior. You don't have to justify yourself. You don't have to shrink to make them comfortable. Their copying reveals their emptiness. Your originality reveals your strength.